Hey, what's up guys, it's Mr. English here, and today I want to talk to you about Far Cry Primal. Alright guys, so look, I'm going to give you the rundown on this game and the top points of why I love this game. Far Cry Primal actually is, believe it or not, the first Far Cry game in the franchise that I've played. And when I say played, I mean actually played through all the way and completed. I was never really into Far Cry. Just something about this game definitely caught my eye. So I picked it up for PS4 mainly because I didn't want to wait for it to come out to PC a week later. So I picked it up PS4 and started diving into it. The top things about this game that made the game for me was it's set in the Stone Age. It's freaking awesome. It's cool. It reminds me of Dragon Age, but with it's just like bare minimum. I mean, it's really cool to be out in wilderness and just be out in the open and feeling helpless when you're playing this game, because that's how you definitely start out. You start out pretty much you're on your own. You ain't got nothing, and you got to figure out how to become something, or to survive. So that right there made it very interesting for me. The mechanics of the game felt very natural. Picking up the controls, didn't have to look at the controls at all, just kind of winged it and felt very comfortable with how they set everything up on the controller as far as the PS4 controller, and felt very good. The third point for me was the storyline. I thought it was an awesome storyline. It branches off very nicely between two arch rivals, I guess you would call it. You start off obviously as the Winja clan, and you are a guy named Takar, who is basically trying to prove himself and save his people from two other factions. So pretty much that's what you're doing all game, and they pretty much set you off to start doing stuff right away. I really liked the storyline. It was pretty in depth, but at the same time it was simple. It was really simple. I mean, it was like it matched the tone of the game. Set in the Stone Age. There's no pistols, no rifles, no SMGs, no casting spells, none of that shit. It's just straight Primal. I mean, they stuck with the essence of the game and the title. I mean, it is Primal. It is gritty. And it's freaking caveman, man. The game is awesome. So those points for me were awesome. Is what made the game ultimately. There are some things that I wish they could have fixed in the game. One thing that I wish the game had was better. I would say better melee, but I would say better tactics when you're using your animals to attack whatever you're trying to attack. Sometimes there's a delay. Sometimes the animals, like if you have like a lion or whatever, you're trying to make them fight something. Sometimes there's a delay, and when they start fighting, and it's just sometimes it's a little clumsy. So I wish they can fix that. Another thing I did not really care for was the some of the melee was a little clumsy. Some of them, when you're in big fights, it's a little clumsy. I just want them to kind of check that out and maybe patch it over or something. But what I wish they had in this game was like slow time, final kills. For instance, like if you're throwing your club, or you're throwing a shard and you're about to kill a guy, like if they put like hit levels and power levels of your enemies on there to know how many it took, so you can try to get like extra XP or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got final kills, like if you're throwing a shard, a rock shard or something at somebody in the head or something, like just like some pretty cool final kill shots would be awesome. That'd be really cool, actually. You know, something like where it slows down time, but it zooms in to where you're throwing your weapon, or if you're throwing a club or a spear, you know what I'm saying, you're like aiming down and it just follows them. You know, like some Mortal Kombat shit. That would be awesome if they could do something like that. Other than that, the game was pretty in depth. It's a lot of content on there. I finished the game, but I did not complete everything. I took every tower, but I did not complete all of the side missions and explore all of the unknown areas, because the area is just so big that I wanted to stream this and actually finish the game from start to finish by streaming it through YouTube and Twitch. So that's what I did, and yeah, and I didn't want to, you know, lag the game by trying to go through every single area. So I finished the game, beat the game. I'm impressed with it. I like it. One thing that I'm kind of disappointed with is that as of right now, there's no DLC. So I'm hoping that they come out with, you know, expansions to the game, you know, with different areas and stuff like that, because the game to me was pretty good. There's a lot of people out there that don't like the game, because it's in a stone age, and I think a lot of people are just so used to being able to cast spells and shoot SMGs and shoot pistols, and you know, that going to this type of game, it feels really, really odd at first, because you literally have none of that. So for some, I could see how the game could get really old really quick, and some, like I said, who would lose interest in it really fast. But it's definitely a grinding game. You got to grind. It's open. It's pretty open. There's no set path that you have to follow. You just got to get in there, start putting in work, and the rewards are pretty nice. Like I said, you can complete a lot of good missions, get a lot of good stuff, a lot of good gear, and during the game. So definitely, I would give it I'll probably get a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me, mainly because the game is simple, fun, engaging, and I'm still not done with it yet. And I would like to preface this by saying this is like one of the first games that Ubisoft has put out that isn't broken, that wasn't broken when it came out. And not saying it doesn't have problems, just saying that it wasn't broken when on release. And what else? There's no season pass. That's great. So can't get any better than that. So yeah, definitely. If you like the game, make sure you check it out. It's on PC now. You can go to Green Man Gaming, places like that, and get a really, really good discount on the game for around 34, 35 bucks versus paying $60 for it on the consoles. So enjoy that piece of information. Enjoy the game. Let me know what you think about the game below in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.